Peace, everyone. Peace, peace. This is Haneef checking in. High vibrations. How y'all doing today? Doing good? I hope so. I wanted to speak about a comment that I received on my previous video referring to the incident that I experienced at the Dunkin' Donuts, referring to wearing of the face mask above the nose. I don't know if y'all familiar with that video, but check it out. Had a situation at Dunkin' Donuts where a gentleman approached me, etc., and basically was demanding for me to cover my nose. But check out that video. But I wanted to elaborate on a particular comment that I received on my page. The comment was slightly positive and a negative type of comment. I normally don't feed into negativity because I like to express myself through words, facial expression, and talking and speaking to the individual directly. But you know, everybody got their own ways on how they communicate. But anyway, the comment basically was saying for me to basically not sue because of the situation. Also, the comment also referred to, I mentioned one word in the video when I said that I personally don't think that was racial, but for some reason this individual tried to switch it to make it seem like I was making it racial. See, now this is what happens a lot of times when you speak, and you have to be really wise on what words you choose to use just to avoid those negative entities that may want to try to take you off course, to try to make you seem like you're saying something else. Well, first of all, I'm not racist. I'm universal. I love any individual who vibrates at my frequency. You understand what I'm saying? Not to say that the lower frequencies, it's just that, you know, that's where you're at. That's where you're supposed to be at. The higher frequency vibrations is what I go off of, how an individual makes me feel inside. Okay? So I wanted to clear that up. It was nothing racial. And I actually remember mentioning, I said I don't think it was racial. But again, this is what people do to try to distract individuals because they have their own personal feelings on how they feel about individuals who looks different than them. That's not me, okay? But I wanted to go back to maybe speaking about some solutions as far as this face mask situation. I came across an article yesterday. I'm in New Jersey, and the article basically was saying that they wanted to enforce face masks as a law. And if you don't, you'll be basically facing up to fines and stuff like that, etc. Okay. In my opinion, based upon, you know, what I see in my reality, like, this air is at its most cleanest right now, for one. To block that air, that fresh air from entering into your body, to me, it's not good. You know, we have to breathe. You know, what's going on with a lot of stuff that's going on is, if you realize, whether you look at it in a negative or positive way, the main word that everything is being focused on is breath. So, you know, this situation that's going on is serious. Many people are dying. But I feel like to enforce a face covering is very unnatural. For one, from when I experienced, like I said before, when I do wear face masks, it's because to bring comfort to everyone else around me. That's why I decide to, you know, wear it. But for some reason, I'm seeing that a lot of people is afraid to speak about how they feel. Now, I'm gonna speak to y'all how I feel personally when I wear a face covering. From my experience, I feel like I'm covering up something. You understand what I'm saying? I feel like it's preventing me from truly expressing my vibration. You understand what I'm saying? For me, it creates a anxiety feeling because you're not breathing properly. You know, anything unnatural, nature will kick it out. That's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you a perfect example. My father had a situation where he had a form of liver cancer, and they had to put some type of tube in him, and it's a foreign subject in his body, and he constantly kept getting infections because his body like, hold up, what's this in me? This is foreign. We gotta get it out. So the face covering, it makes me feel not good or safe, for one, because other individuals is around me and I can't see their expression. I can't see how they view me. I cannot see their face. You understand what I'm saying? So to make that a law or a mandate to keep your face covered, you know what I mean, is a little extreme. That's infringing on personal space if individuals allow that. You know what I'm saying? I'm realizing people are afraid to speak about it because of the fear of this ease that's going around. But I recommend to kind of like, you know, maybe this is a way that God is saying to maybe do your research on what a virus actually is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not a medical physician. Disclaimer, I'm not giving out any type of medical advice or anything like that, okay? But I'm just saying to, you know, do some research on maybe the word virus. How about that? Look up the word virus. What is a virus? Ask that question. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe you'll come up with some clarity, and maybe that will kind of decrease the fear aspects of things that's going around right now. Like, look, there's no one around me. Why would I be having a face mask on right now? No one is around me. You know, I'm in favor of the 6 feet rule. Is to keep people 6 feet apart. It's because me personally, if you're not my family, I don't like you in my personal space. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I like to be a distance of individuals because I don't know what people's intentions is physically, mentally, or emotionally towards me. You know, because you have a lot of individuals out there that stereotypically judge individuals until you speak and articulate yourself. But nevertheless, I'm in favor of the 6 feet. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like it should be definitely a choice to wear it. That's all I'm saying. It should be a choice to wear it based upon your knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And your inner knowing of how your body operates and what precautions you're taking to keep yourself well. And also, I recommend for everybody who is in New Jersey is to really sit down and read the law. Really sit down and read it. Well, read the legislation or whatever it is. I'm not into all of that stuff, but look it up. Read it. You know what I'm saying? And store owners need to really read it before they start trying to enforce something that they have no grounds on enforcing. You don't tell nobody to cover their nose. You know what I'm saying? And this is another thing that I wanted to speak about, is it's giving doorways for individuals to use that as leverage to control when they have no say-so to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like the incident that I had. I'm in minding my business, and that day I wasn't feeling well. I wasn't. You know what I mean? I was in lower vibrations that day, minding my own business, just going to get my coffee, deep in thought, and this guy coming to me telling me to cover my nose. That was my whole thing, is presentment. You know what I mean? You don't come to me and speak to me any way you want to. I don't care who you are. You know what I mean? Because I respect everybody. You know, so that was my whole thing. I totally felt disrespected, and I decided not to public the video because of my own reasons. But if individuals saw that, they would see, okay, you know, all I was asking for is the guy claiming that he was the owner is for me to give me his name. That's it. He refused to do that. If you have a company and you're claiming to be a certain title, you're supposed to identify yourself, the title, and everything. A customer is always right. It's just what it is. So that was my whole thing. It was nothing racial. I don't feed into all of this. I don't feed into all of that. It's just not me. You know what I'm saying? It's just not me. So individuals who is feeding into that, you know, just it's cool, you know, but that's just not me. But so a solution to this face mask thing, right? What I recommend, if you're truly in fear, right? Cover your face. Cool. You know what I mean? But for those who are not in fear, maybe it should be a rule implemented with maybe we stay 9 feet apart. You know what I mean? Increase the distance to those who was fearful and who was not fearful. You know what I mean? It's a simple solution. You know what I mean? But to make that, to mandate that is kind of extreme. And if you also think about it too, it's also safety factors involved with it, because you literally could wear a ninja mask and cover everything if you chose to, and no one will bother you. You know what I'm saying? So that's giving more leverage for people with ill intentions to cause harm. Like, I don't believe it. Like, it's people walking in banks now with face masks. Like, it's unbelievable. And it's okay. But, you know, we're going on with this pandemic. So, you know, it's people out there that's dying, and you know, that's what's going on. So, you know, that's the thing that people is doing. They feel like they should cover their breathing. But I hope this came out in the best way possible. You know what I'm saying? Like, I appreciate you. Whoever decided to leave the comment, I truly do, because you actually pushed me to put out some more material to maybe articulate myself and explain, and maybe to show how people with not so good intentions try to make it look good, but it's not really good. You understand what I'm saying? They try to twist your words to make it seem as something else. But, you know, just do some research, ask questions. You know what I mean? Do your due diligence. If you feel uncomfortable with something, you know what I mean? It's your lawful right to express that respectfully. You know, respectfully. And that's basically all I have to say. I hope this get through to some people. You know, breathe. Breath is everything. You know, be conscious of the fibers and stuff like that that's in the material that you're breathing. You know, and just be aware that this air is clean. Okay. God bless everybody. Have a good day.